Welcome to another exciting episode of On the Road with Markham Sold. Amanda Markham here, your host, and today I am going to show you around one of my favorite neighborhoods because I've sold so many houses out there. It is super popular. We're going to go through Fieldstone subdivision, which is located off the Robert R. Martin bypass. It's the best, handiest location, I think, and I think that's one of the big selling features for this neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood. Prices go from like $150 to $250. I'll tell you more about the history of it as soon as we get in there, but just wanted to give you a little insight as to how much I love it. It's the cutest neighborhood. The houses are adorable. They're all different colors and craftsman style, and I think you're gonna like it. Let's go. So here is the main entrance. You can see two beautiful stone entrances that are always very well kept. And this is 4 Mile Road we're crossing over right here. I just wanted you to see the main entrances. But this neighborhood was initially developed in around 2003, early 2000s. And this, when you come in and go to the right, this was the original. So these are the oldest houses, I guess, if you will. This side was developed first. The very last street I'll show you was the last part that was developed, and that was within the past 10 years. So since the early 2000s, there have been a couple builders out here. The original construction company that started some of them and actually did the development was called Woodall Construction. By the time I got here in 2008, I don't think they were doing much or any at all, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But since then, though, Beazer Homes built most of these. You can tell which ones. That's a Payne home. That one's a, not sure, but the next one's a Beazer home. The Beazer homes, that blue one straight ahead right there, I've sold that like 3 times. I'm not even kidding. It's a fabulous house. I can think of each family that lived there, but the ones that are these craftsman style ones, not that, that's a Payne home. That's a Payne home. They, the craftsman style ones are the Beazer, and then the other ones, which are kind of craftsman, they're just a little bit different, more brick, are the Payne homes. And so Kevin Payne started building out here. Well, they were going pretty strong when I moved here, and started selling real estate in 2008, and continue and still are building out here, still have a couple lots left. They're, I'm going to take you through, well, we'll circle no, let's go straight first. So we're on Cobble Drive. So Cobble makes a complete circle. As you can tell, there's a couple empty lots still available and a couple new houses still going up. And there's been 26 houses sell out here of the total, about 130, 140 total lots. There's been 26 sell in the past 2 years, so that's all of 2017 and 2018. And there are sidewalks, as you can see, and street lights. All of this row here are all on the right side, are all Payne homes. I've sold like almost every other one going up this whole drag. So this part right here was the most recent actual part of the neighborhood street to be developed, and then the houses to be built here, minus the very first 3 there on the right, which is where it ended. And a couple of houses, I believe those first 3, I know for sure this one right here was a Ball home. So Ball homes probably did about 5 or 10. I'm not sure why they stopped or why they did a couple or whatever, but so we're back at the entrance here to the right. And so we're gonna go, like if we would have come in and go straight, that we just did Cobble, which was the whole Cobble Drive, the whole outer perimeter. And then this is Sage Drive that goes right through the middle. And again, you can see a mixture of the different builders here. Most of these are Beazer ones though. One really interesting thing here that a lot of people don't know is that half of this neighborhood is on KU Electric and half is on Clark RECC. And it's kind of odd the way it's not done by street or by like a straight line where it makes a circle. It does like a weird diagonal line through it where that line is. So you really have to, if that's important to you, you really have to ask, or ask the listing agent or ask the owner specifically which utility company they're on. Sold that house straight ahead. Very special. Clients of mine absolutely loved it. She bought the house as a secret, didn't tell her 2 daughters until after we closed. It was amazing. It was the cutest thing. So that is pretty much all of Fieldstone. We're, like I said, we're super handy, like right off the Robert R. Martin bypass, about a mile from I-75 exit 90. We have schools really close. Now, I mean, that part of the bypass has built up so much just in the 10 or 12 years, I'm sorry, that I've been here. But I remember coming up as a kid, and that wasn't even, there wasn't a bypass there yet at all, like 30 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. But there's all kinds of groceries and banks and schools and, I mean, car lots, Kohl's, pretty much anything you could need. So it's a really wonderful, handy location. It's a really close-knit neighborhood too. Everyone's very, a lot of good friends. I'm not lying, Girl Scout honor. I have sold houses to people in this neighborhood where they literally didn't want to leave the neighborhood. They were going to sell, and they were only selling if they could find another house in the neighborhood because they didn't want to leave their friends and family. So I think that's one of the big appeals, is it's a really close group, and they have a private Facebook group like a lot of neighborhoods do these days. And they are also known for, if you don't necessarily end up buying there or want to live there, they're known for their Halloween. It's redonkulous, and I've actually experienced it once myself with some friends, helping out pass out candy. But if you want to go to the very best Halloween, like trick-or-treat neighborhood, that's the place to go. People like bust in their kids and drop them off there, and everyone decorates. It's a really cool place. So if you have any questions about Fieldstone in Richmond, Kentucky, I'd love to be your girl. Reach out to me any way possible. Share this video if you know someone who is possibly looking to buy or sell in Fieldstone in Richmond. Thanks so much.